Hello and welcome to your practice today. Thank you for joining me. We'll begin in our Qigong stance, feet hip width distance apart or so, softening into your knees, tucking your tailbone under as you lengthen up through your spine, rolling your shoulders back and down. The arms just come off the side body a little bit, giving yourself a little bit of space. Lengthening through the fingers and either closing down your eyes or just having a soft gaze downwards, beginning to deepen and lengthen your breath, breathing deeply in and out through your nose. And the affirmation for today's practice that you may like to use is I am powerful and fearless. I am powerful and fearless. So you may like to repeat this affirmation to yourself once or twice. Or if this one just doesn't quite feel right today, you can always use your own. Taking another deep, slow breath. We'll open our practice with opening of the chi gates, sweeping your arms up and overhead. And the arms just float down the body, taking that movement twice more. Turning to your Qigong stance, and then we'll just gently lift up onto the balls of our feet, our heels lift up off the ground, and then coming back down, heels meet the earth. So we're just raising the heels up, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the sky, and then grounding the heels back down. So you may like to lift up on an inhale and ground down on an exhale. Taking one more, and then bringing your hands together and gently rubbing them together, creating a little bit of warmth. And feel free to sigh out through the mouth if you need to. And then bending at the knuckles, bringing the back of the fingers together and gently rubbing them. And again, any sighs out through the mouth are most welcome. Just one more breath. And releasing your arms by your sides. We'll lift our arms up to about shoulder height and then back down, pulsing into the knees, swinging the arms. And you can stay with this movement, or you may like to add a little bit of a rocking motion into the feet. So as the arms come up, you lift the heels up a little bit, the weight comes forward. And as the hands swing back, the toes lift and the weight goes back. So a little bit of a rocking motion in the feet. Taking one more full breath. And then just slowing the arms down, coming back to your Qigong stance. Taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. Another full breath. And bringing all your fingertips to your thumb. So all fingers are touching one another. Now bring the arms up to about shoulder height, fingers pointing upwards. And we're just going to tilt our chin up to the sky, pausing at the top, and then tilting our chin down towards the chest. Continuing this movement with your own breath. Taking one more round. Head coming back up to center, releasing your fingers out to the side, gentle stretch outwards, and releasing your arms, taking your feet a little bit wider into our horse stance, bringing the palms together. And we're going to press one hand over to the side, crossing the body. And the other hand is just going to come back behind, pressing in the opposite direction. So coming back through center, pushing and twisting, coming back through center, softening in, and twisting out. Just continuing with your breath. You may like to breathe in as you twist and exhale as you sink back in. So one more here. Coming back to center, taking a breath in and releasing that breath out. Hands come onto the top of the thighs. We're trying to keep the hands nice and light on the legs. We're going to shift our weight over into one leg and look over our shoulder. And then we're going to sway over to the other side. So hips sway first, shoulder, then the head. And swaying to the other side, hips, shoulder, and then the head. So just swaying from side to side. Deep, slow breathing. Soft gaze, or you can close down your eyes. One more on each side. Coming back to center, gently tucking your chin in towards the chest and forward folding. And just finding your comfort in your forward fold. So you may like to rest your hands on the floor or the shins. You may find a little bit of movement, or you may like to remain in stillness. It's up to you. Taking another deep breath. And then when you're ready, just rolling yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. No rush. Taking a deep breath at the top, breathing deeply into your belly. The slow breath out. One more breath just like that. And then we'll bring our arms out in front of us, palms facing the sky. We're just opening the hands and the palms, and then palms face down, opening through the chest, and just moving your hands as much as comfortable behind you. So gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades. And the hands come back in, palms face up. So they go out, palms down, opening. And then they face up as they come back to center, going at your own pace. Just one more round. And turning the palms over, taking them up overhead, taking a full body stretch up, pressing the feet up and away from the earth as you lengthen through the spine. Taking another deep breath in, then circle or round through the arms as you sink down into the legs, gazing up at your hands. And we're going to just circle one hand across the body and around. And the body weight shifts with the hand, coming to the top and sinking in a little, circling down, and the body weight goes with the hand, and then sink a little, continuing in your own time. Just do one more on each side. Gazing at the hands, sinking in, and then turning the palms to the sky, lifting up, lengthening through the legs. Head comes back to center. Take another deep breath in. Hands float to shoulder height. And again, just stretching outwards, breathing in, and then releasing by your sides. Bringing the legs into close together. You may like just to roll out through the shoulders a little bit. And then bringing all your fingers to rest on your thumb once more. Bringing the arms out to the side. And then releasing the fingers and floating the arms down. Fingers touch and they float up. And releasing and they float back down. Just one more like this. And you have the option to add on to that movement a little bit. So the arms will come up, will come onto, lift up our heels. So we're on the balls of our feet and gazing over to one arm. And then releasing the hands, the heels float down. Fingertips touch together, lift up, gazing to the other side. And then releasing back down. And just see how you go with this movement and challenge our balance a little bit. We'll take one more on each side. Taking a breath in the middle or in center. And then bringing all the fingertips together once more. The arms come up overhead. And then floating the arms down. And again, fingertips touch and they float up. And releasing and the arms float down. And again, option to add on as the arms come up. We're going to shift our weight over into one leg and just lift that leg up. And as the hands float down, that foot reaches back down to the earth. The arms come up, we shift the weight over and lift up the leg. And then releasing, and that leg finds the earth. Just do one more on each side. And coming out to your Qigong stance once more, feet hip width distance apart, taking a full breath, bringing the hands just out in front. And we're just going to swirl the arms from side to side, just as if they're swirling through water, and the option to lean into that side that your hands are going towards, finding a little bit of a swaying motion. Gazing down at your hands or just closing the eyes. Taking one more breath here, coming back to center, hands are facing the earth. Just taking a full deep breath, then circling our arms up and overhead, palms face the sky, then down the other side. Just alternating the direction of your arms, taking one more circle, coming back to center and taking a deep breath. I'm going to gently bend into the legs, scooping um, up our arms. And if they can come up and overhead, that would be ideal. But if not, they can just come a little bit lower. And then fingers point in and come down through the midline. So we scoop up, and then fingers point down and float down. One more round. Resting with palms to the earth. Taking a deep breath in and a slow breath out. One more full breath. And then turning one palm to face upwards. We're just going to bring that palm that's facing up to our shoulder. Then both hands turn, and that top hand descends. So the palm that's facing up lifts up, and they turn, and the hand floats down. So you only have one hand that's moving at the one time. So you can gaze at your hands or soft gaze downwards or close the eyes. Taking just one more round. Turning the palm that is up to face the earth and just taking a few moments to find a little bit of a meditative space. You may like to repeat the affirmation, I am powerful and fearless. I am powerful and fearless. You may like to repeat this to yourself once or twice, or if you're using your own affirmation, then repeating this to yourself. And take 3 more slow, soft breaths. And when you're ready, bringing your hands over your lower dantian, just underneath your belly button, and stepping your feet in, taking another grounding breath, and releasing your arms by your sides. And we'll close our practice, the closing of the chi gates, sweeping your arms up overhead, and the hands just float down the body, taking that movement twice more. And once more, covering the dantian, taking a full breath, and then bringing the hands to cover your heart. And you may like to bow your head down to your heart, offering yourself gratitude, love, taking one more deep breath. And releasing your arms by your sides, blinking the eyes open if they are closed. And thank you for joining me for your practice today.